We're here with our winner, Logan Seavey, our second place finisher, Gavin Miller, and our third place finisher, Tyler Courtney. Logan, it was kind of an eventful day for you and also an eventful race. Take us through the last 15 laps or so, and how confident were you that the car could do what it needed to do to win that race?
I'm always confident. You know, my car, even, today where I didn't feel as good as I have in the past, we still had speed. I could still keep up with guys. I just lost a little balance really all day to be able to maneuver as good as I needed to in traffic. So, man, when I could get up against the cushion by myself, I could make a ton of speed. And even today, finally in that feature, I could actually crawl the bottom and make speed early. So we definitely got going in the right direction, which helped. And yeah, I feel like I made a lot of ugly laps there. And fortunately, I happened to make them at the right times. And then when I did make good laps, it was really when I needed them. Late in the race, I was essentially, I felt like I was basically running forward. Pittman went by me, and Sunshine was right next to me on the bottom, and I just kept protecting on entry, and I finally got off the cushion good one time to go by Pittman and then get the second, and I could see Gavin, and, there's like 2 laps where he made mistakes, and those were probably my 2 fastest laps of the race, and I got off at 2 really good and just went for it. So, yeah, I feel like I ran a little bit of an ugly race, but when it mattered, I ran good laps, and yeah, my car was good enough to do it. So this is the first time I feel like we still have work to do going into tomorrow, but the last few years I feel like we've been super good on our prelim nights, and I feel like we were good tonight, but to race with a few of them guys tomorrow, we're going to have to get a little bit better, and we all know that. And luckily, every time I've needed to get better, Kevin's made the right adjustments, and we've gotten better. So I feel super confident that he's going to know what to do for tomorrow.
Gavin, first of all, how excited are you to be here in second place, and also take us through what happened with Ryan there about midway through the race?
Yeah, definitely super stoked to log into my first Chili Boy man. But I was just racing very hard with Logan there. Ryan kind of slowed up a lot towards the middle of that race, and me trying to cross back Logan there. Ryan went to the bottom, and I didn't really think he was going to slow up that much, and I kind of locked up the brakes and just slid as too far, and kind of hooked his bumper. And I just apologized to him, talked to him back at the trailer. It wasn't anything I really mean to do, but it was just hard racing, and
Is it bittersweet to finish second and have that happen to a teammate?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to go 1 and 2 there, and both Bo's cars to try to lock in there, and it was just unfortunate the way that fell out, and again, I apologize.
Tyler, looks like Logan, you got kind of an eventful race. Things got kind of wild for you there at the end. So take us through that last lap, and you're being able to get Pittman at the line.
Yeah, starting 12th. Well, first of all, I didn't even think we were gonna, lock in. I thought we were gonna have to run the B. We just didn't have that great at the beginning of the night, and but so to lock in there and just kind of change your mindset. Okay, we just got to drive forward here. We got a good start, and then we kind of floated around, 7th or 8th there for a while, and then I finally got clear of a few guys on the top and got back to the bottom where I felt better, and got myself back into the race. And the end was getting, I guess, probably 10 to go when me, him, and Pittman were racing. It was just hectic. I just needed Pittman to kind of move up a little bit sooner than he did before Logan cleared him, to have myself a better chance of putting ourselves in a lock-in spot and try and go for the win. But all in all, I don't race midgets full time anymore. And out west, we were awful. I wasn't comfortable, any of the nights, and really wasn't that comfortable really tonight until the feature. So thanks to Paul for making all the right changes to get me comfortable, and I feel like I was finally a midget guy again to put ourselves in a great spot to make another Chili Bowl Saturday Night A main.
With that, we'll open it up for questions. Go ahead.
Gavin, the emotion of not winning, the frustration, but you balance that with being in an A main Saturday night. How do you balance those feelings inside?
Yeah, it's definitely tough to balance. I got out of the car kind of a little bit frustrated, and I just got to realize that I'm kind of lost to someone who's very good at this place, and just props to him, and for at least racing me pretty clean there, and it was definitely a little bit frustrating, but making my first Chili Bowl A main definitely is not something to be pretty happy about. So, yeah.
You got a follow-up? Tyler?
Logan, someone commented that on the broadcast you were a little fiery in your interview. Was that because of Stenhouse, or what was that?
Fiery? Like in a feature interview?
Yeah. Like
Oh.
in the post-race interview, like.
Yeah, no, I won. I forgot about that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't want to keep talking about what happened there, but yeah, I'm here talking to you guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure at some point I'll talk. Yeah, I'm sure at some point we'll talk to Ricky and whatever. But yeah, I mean, by the time, I mean, like I said, I was obviously fired up earlier, and but I was trying not to think about it because I have a job to do in the feature, and I was starting 7th, and he was starting, I don't know, towards the back, which, like I said, I'm not trying to like harp on it, whatever, but I wasn't really worried about him the rest of the night. So yeah, I was focused on really just making our car better because clearly we weren't very good in that qualifier. So yeah, I don't know. If I was honestly pumped because like I said, I feel like that's probably the one I've earned the most. Just there, I've made like 5 good laps and it paid off. So yeah, like I keep saying, like I'm not trying to act like I carried anything but right now at the moment, this is of our 3 years, this is the most we've got to work on our car going into Saturday. And I'm probably making it sound worse than it is, but when you come off of 2 years where you go into Saturday feeling like you're on top of the world, now knowing we got some work to do, I don't want to say it doesn't feel as good, but yeah, like I said, we got work to do. That's it, right? So me and Kevin will go back and we'll talk about it. And Bob's helping us out this week, and he's really good. He's got a very creative mind, and him and Kevin are good together. So I said it earlier, every time we've needed a change, we've made it better, and we need to change, and we're going to get better.
Logan already heard this question last year, but for all 3 of you, guys had a race earlier this week. Well, they had to wait 4 or even 5 days to race again. You guys are going right back at it tomorrow. With tonight fresh in your mind, any advantage to racing tonight? A quick turnaround?
If anything, I'd say the track Saturday is always different than every day of the week, but I mean, if anything, maybe the track's going to be more similar. I feel like today and yesterday were pretty similar. It was more wet to start for sure. The heats were faster and stuff, but feature-wise, I feel like the track was good. The bottom was an option. The last 2 nights, we've seen the bottom as an option. The first 3 nights, the bottom wasn't an option, so you like to see that as a racer. The top is still faster, but you can go. Yeah, you can. The cushion was tricky, so you made a lot of mistakes the first 3 nights. Guys didn't really make big mistakes on the cushion. It was ledgy. There was enough grip on the bottom to where if somebody did just bobble a little bit and you really hit the bottom, it paid off. So you didn't have to throw big bombs. Yeah, it came down to who was going to make the right laps against the cushion. And, if there was a guy in front of you that made a mistake and you nailed the bottom, it paid. So, yeah, that's all you can ask for as a racer, Tricky cushion, it's sticky bottom, and good racing.
Yeah.
For the top 2, what is your reaction after the redraw for the full shuffle tomorrow, and where do you guys feel like your car is to be able to do a time trial in order to advance forward in full shuffle tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel good about it because, like I said, we have a little bit of changes to make, and I even mentioned I feel like I already know the direction we need to change, and I think that's what I think I know what we're missing, and I feel good about it. It's the only thing that's different this year, and yeah, we just have to get a little bit better. To come out and say it, we got a brand new engine, and it honestly runs a little bit too good. So I think I just losing a lot of grip. I've been working with Eric a lot, trying to make it more drivable. I said it, on practice day with a bunch of guys. My engine is running too good right now, and I can't get across the slick. I struggle to, hit the cushion with tire spin because I spin too fast. Just things like that. It's something that, we work on a lot with our non-wing cars, but we've never had to mess with it in the midgets. And I think we're going to go in tomorrow and try to tune our engine up a little bit better. So it's driving nicer for me. That's really what I'm missing. I keep saying balance, but my engine is just a little too explosive. But every time, same thing with Kevin and Eric. Eric always makes the changes. I'm the first one to complain about my engine, and he always makes the right changes. And I told him before the feature, I said, I'll be the first one to complain. Don't worry. And he said, don't worry. I'll come fix it for you. I said, if I keep winning, you're going to come keep fix this thing for me. So, Eric will be over there, I'm sure, tonight and tomorrow, just trying to fix that for me. That's really it. Yeah, we got a brand new engine, and it runs really good. And in these conditions, I needed to not run as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel pretty good about going in tomorrow. Like I said, I kind of picked Friday just on purpose so I could go right into the next night. And thanks to Bo, the car was phenomenal tonight, and just a couple errors on my part. Go back and talk to him, and just a couple errors on my part, and last 3 laps it definitely messed up pretty bad, and I didn't really want to give that away, and I did, unfortunately, but I still feel really, really good about going in tomorrow.
What do you feel as far as how are you going to feel to be able to time trial tomorrow? What's your mindset going into that time trial tomorrow?
Just hitting consistent laps, and I feel pretty good. So, like I said, the car's pretty dialed in right now, and there's a few errors on my part, and I'll go back and talk to Bo, and try to get just my errors, and maybe tweak the car a little bit, just so I don't make those mistakes, and just got to hit consistent laps, and should be okay.
Take one more, Rob.
Logan, a lot of the talk this week has been about Kyle and Christopher. I remember the press conference on Monday. It seemed like everybody wanted to ask Kyle and Christopher questions, and you and Kevin were kind of sitting there to the left, just kind of talking to each other. You won this race 2 years in a row now. Do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder even more so this year, since everybody just seems to want to talk about those two being back?
I think at the end of the day, those two being here are great for everybody. Way more eyes here. People are watching, all around positive. But yeah, when we sat down in here and Emmett grabbed the mic and said, I'm sitting next to the 2 best racers in the world, and I was down on the end, certainly gives you a little motivation. Me and Kevin kind of looked at each other and laughed. But at the end of the day, Kyle's won this race twice. Christopher's won it 3 times. Maximum respect for those two. But in a perfect scenario, I'm sitting here tomorrow and those two are next to me, and and then all the whatever. I don't have any asterisks in my opinion, but Kyle came here last year and couldn't get in, but I feel like if you can just go beat those two, whoever is talking can quiet up a little bit, but at the end of the day, no, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me, but certainly if you can beat 2 of the best in modern history here in this building, probably feels slightly better, but the drillers all feel the same to me at the moment.